How you doing? This is Chris with Clinicor. Have you ever had the question of my cortisol, or you hear that your cortisols are causing the problem and it's causing weight gain? How do you know? Have you actually measured your cortisol? When is your cortisol highest or lowest? The other thing is somebody's like, oh, well, I feel like my testosterone. The problem with feelings is they're subjective. You need to be able to have a way to measure yourself. So one of the things that we found that I've used to help keep myself in shape is the One Touch by Clinicor. Using it, it carries 6 key hormones that give information about your body so that you can get an instantaneous quantitative feedback on the way your body's responding. Pregnenolone is the first hormone. Matter of fact, it comes right off the cholesterol. When cholesterol leaves the body and it's cleaved, pregnenolone is the parent of all hormones. So every other hormone takes its cue from pregnenolone. There's only a handful of labs in the country, and this One Touch is the only one that can do it from a small drop of blood from your fingertip. The next one is your cortisol and cortisone. When your cortisols are high, flat is not going to say goodbye. You've got to be able to lose fat. You need that cortisol low. So how do you know that fasted cardio in the morning is the best way to lose weight? You need to be able to measure yourself. Next is androstenedione. You can think of it as the gateway decision maker between testosterone and estrone. It goes from DHEA and it becomes that decision point either turns it into testosterone, where it's going to build muscle and raise red blood cells, or it's going to become estrone and create some of the estrogenic side effects. Most labs aren't even capable of measuring it, but using it will give you more indication on where your endocrine pathway is at. And one of the most important, of course, is testosterone. It is our muscle builder. It's the big one. How many times have you heard it in the gym said that do squats, it raises testosterone? How do you know? Is it subjective? Did you just hear it as bro science? What you need to have is a quantitative way to measure it. What's even more amazing about the One Touch is it doesn't just give you one finger prick for one measurement. It actually allows you to take 2 different time points. You can look at your cortisol fasted in the morning and then measure yourself again in the evening. And now you can see your diurnal variation. So you see how your entire day is playing out. If you're overtrained, then your cortisol in the evening is going to be too high, which means that fat won't say goodbye. If you want to be able to build muscle, you want that cortisol low so that gluconeogenesis is inhibited and the carbohydrates end up in the muscle instead of the fat cells. Testosterone. What we found at Core Health is using specific sets and rep frequencies with the right interval, you can create 30 to 40% boost in testosterone. And this isn't a subjective, I feel like I'm stronger. No, this is an actual quantitative measurement. Personally, I've been able to measure mine and seen it move from 739 to over 1,000 in just measurement post-exercise. This is what makes it really good, is that you're now in control. You can't manage what you can't measure. And so when you start measuring your hormones, you can manage the outcome of your fitness. And that's where the One Touch allows you to be your own experimental scientist. You become the power of N equals 1, which means that you are your own test subject to improve your body to the ultimate goal. So if you're interested in being able to do something like this, give us a like, follow, join us on your journey. Tell us about how you're doing. Become a part of it so that you become empowered and not overcome. Think about this. If you're on TRT, how do you know your testosterone level? What are the estrogens, the esterase that it's on there? If it's not cleaving properly, what are the serum levels? Maybe you take the dried blood spot before you do the shot and 2 days after it, so you can see for yourself where your levels are. This is about empowering you to make the best decisions and get the best outcome possible. So join us at Core Health to be able to take that journey and bring your level to the next level.